Good evening and welcome to the Diego Martin Sporting Complex as we get ready for match number 9. Yes, match number 9 in the Northzone T20 Festival here at the Diego Martin Sporting Complex. I'm Gordon Pierre as we get ready for action. It's Paragon Sports Club. They're up again, combined all-stars. Paragon, they're on your screen. They would have won their first encounter on the opening day, and they're back here this Sunday as they continue their journey to try to get into the finals. Well, the news from the center is that Paragon, they won the toss, and they asked the combined all-stars to have first strike. We've got the starting lineups for you for the combined all-stars. We've got Mario Belcon, he's the number 4. Rick Campbell, number 89. Anthony Critchlow, number 49. Darrell Douglas, number 20. Sporting the number 21 jersey, it's going to be Dion Pierre. Rishi Ramgoli, number 15. Yusuf Ramlogan, he's not playing today, but Rondell Ramlogan, he's going to be here. Rishi Rampasad is here. The captain returning to the team, Inel Ryan. And rounding up the starting lineups, we've got Frank Simmons, wicketkeeper, and Raj Prasad. For the Paragon team, they've got Nathaniel Chady, he's number 88. Ekwe Craig, number 44. The captain and wicketkeeper, Clifton Halls, he's sporting number 2 jersey. Justin Hernandez, the number 3 jersey. Alan Laurent, number 50. Antonio Luchana, number 12. Number 11, Kidad Manson, sorry. Franklin Rouse, 53. Patrick Schnell, number 24. Kevin Sarazano, number 9. Number 60 is going to be Christopher Vincent. And number 7, Christopher Alexis. So that's the starting lineups for both teams. The batters just getting ready to go out. It's going to be Big Mario Belcon, who's going to be opening the batting. Of course, one of the guest players for this combined team. And he's going to be batting with Frank Simmons. They'll want to get off to a good start here this afternoon. Remember, they crashed defeat in their opening game. They'll want to set things right in this, their second turn at it. So a bit of a delay as they get ready for the 6:30 start. Remember, 8 games have gone so far. And earlier today, we saw the impressive Savannah boys dismissing Queen's Park Northzone team, Queen's Park Cricket Club Northzone team. Queen's Park Cricket Club, they scored 125 for 6 in the 20 overs. And in just about 10.3 overs, the Savannah boys, led by an impressive knock of 80 plus by Castro, Tishon Castro. So it's Belcon and Simmons who strides to the crease. Both players are lacking runs. Of course, Belcon, the player coach with the Mary Boys team. There we have him on screen. A man with Red Force experience, known for his power hitting ability. The umpires for this game, Mr. Hines, he's on screen, and Mr. Gaskin, he's also the standing umpire. So Gaskin and Hines to do this one as the Voos. Forzier. Well, the horns they are started to fill the environment here as It's an electric environment here at the Diego Martin Sporting Complex. Of course, the place to be. Remember, it's 90 days of cricket here at the Diego Martin Sporting Complex, put on by the Northzone Cricket Council and sponsored by the Office of the Prime Minister, yes, through the Sport and Cultural Fund. We want to thank them, the NLCB, Sargico, Police Credit Union, JMMB, KFC, Blue Waters, and Stamina. You also got support from the likes of Presto Market, just to name a few. The Northzone Cricket Council have been doing human service here in the northern part of the country, trying to get things going in the North Zone. As Manson, Kennard Manson, has the ball in hand. He's going to be opening the bowling from the northern end. He's going to be bowling to Belcon. Belcon, like a caged lion, will be looking to get out with it. As the field is a man at slip, point, cover, mid-off, mid-on, mid-wicket, backward square in the circle, and a man at a wide-ish fine leg. Manson, wide ball signaled by the umpire. As the umpire stretches his arms. The wicketkeeper there just holding his hands. Manson going back to his run. Smile on his face, Kennard Manson. So he runs in. And it's driven back over the bowler's head. And for the first KFC maximum in this one. So Belcon belts it over the top of mid-off and gets his team going. It was pitched up and he just laid into it. So Manson, he struck him on the pad, looking to really put this one over the top of the infield. No appeal, so good dot delivery. When you're bowling to a batter of both the caliber and mentality of Belcon, you're always under pressure because he's always looking for a way to score. Manson, he's outside your stump, trying to guide it, missing everything. And the keeper for Paragon, not holds on this occasion. Manson back to his run-up. He's getting an earful of advice from Christopher Alexis. Two dot balls in the over. It's going down the leg side. It would be signaled wide by the umpire. So he's not being able to get his reader right. First he was wide outside the off stump. Lined up 3 deliveries. One was hit for 6, and now he's wide down the leg side. So already 8 runs scored, just 3 legal deliveries. As we see the captain of the Paragon team. But it's Manson. Again, he goes down the leg side. Was it turned around? He's going to go pretty close to the boundary. Gets into the boundary. We look at the umpire. And it's 4 runs. So Belcon turning it around. Pass the wicketkeeper Antonio Lochan. Yeah, just turning it around off the base of the hip. We wicketkeeper Lochan thinking about putting in the dive, but he's not the slimmest of guys. Quite portly, so deciding against hitting the ground so early. But it's Manson who steams in. And again, it's flicked off the legs. This time the fine leg is in position. He comes off the boundary, does the fielding, and it's only going to be one, that's Snell. Patrick Snell there doing the fielding. So one delivery left across to face that one delivery. Frank Simmons, the TTCB Executive Board member. But no position can help him here. The beauty of this game we call cricket. Mano el mano. The man with the ball in his hand is up against the man with a bat in his hand. There's nobody getting in between two of them. Changes in the field as Manson comes in. Not getting the drive. He tried to drive, got an inside edge. And he just squirted out on the onside. So that brings the over to the end. At the end of one, the combined All-Stars, after being asked about the 13 without loss. The two batters just meet in mid-pitch, having a bit of a conversation, sharing a bounce. A bit of repair to the jersey of Belcon. His original number was 49, but I think there's another player with that same number. So he had to do some changes. He made it into a 4. So it's Belcon. Not sure who's going to be taking up the attack from the northern end for the Paragon team. It's going to be Vincent. Christopher Vincent. He is a guest player. Of course, he plays his cricket with the police team. Very economical, especially in this form of the game. He's going to be bowling at Belcon. A battle within a battle. Story within the storyline. The two guest players up against each other, but it's just flicked fine. A tickle around the corner into the fence for 4. Beautiful shot by Belcon. He just straight into the pads. That was Christopher Vincent, and he just paddled it. More just tickled than a paddle around the corner for 4 looking runs. Mario Belcon, he's raced to 15 from 6. Vincent. So when it's pushed out on the onside, they'll try to come back for 2. Does so easily in the end. Just turned out into the vacant mid-wicket region. The boundary ride was more straighter. He had to go around. And Belcon, immediately the call was 2. Got it easily in the end. So Vincent to continue. This one is turned straight to the man at backward square. Good work by Snell, Patrick Snell. Getting that ball in quickly. So Vincent with the dot ball. Look at delivery. Trying to carve it away was Belcon. His left hand around the wicket. Splitting the ball from hand to hand. And it's just paddle around the corner. Beautiful shot by Belcon. The fielder does well. That's Manson. And keeps it down to just 1. So good piece of fielding there by Manson. M-A-I-S-O-N. You do the pronunciation at home. M-A-I-S-O-N. As it's pushed back to the bowler. As Vincent brings the end of the over. At the end of 2, the combined all-stars did 20 without loss. Same thing. When we say Manson, not Manson, Manson. Yeah. Manson. Like tight Mike. Manson. That's it. Of course, in the Caribbean, a lot of names not pronounced the way they spelt. But at the halfway stage, we'll ask the fielder how he pronounces his name. I'm sure it's not Mason. So Manson with the ball. Not Manson, but Manson. 2 total different pronunciations. Not Manson. Manson. Myson. Like Tyson. Tyson. Myson. Right. So it's the same pronunciation. I didn't say Manson. So Myson. Manson. With the ball in hand. Steaming in from the northern end. Wide outside the off stump. Again, Belcon. Look at the guy that's not getting any connection. Myson going back to the top of his run. And if you look to the northeastern side of the grounds, you're seeing a rain looking to come in. The groundsman will have to have half their eyes on that situation. Struck on the part there, good delivery, turning around the big man. Seems to be a bit out of breath there, Mario. Myson continues back to the top of his run. Kennard. That's a good delivery. Gets it, escorts it out on the onside. They run quickly, getting through for a single. Laurent charging in, but unable to prevent the single. So it's a free hit, no ball signal, a cardinal sin. Simmons is cutting it away. They'll only get one. Oh, and then they get the overthrow. A loose throw by Vincent. And the player backing up just inside the circle there. Just losing his footing. It was Chady who lost his footing. So Simmons, he's on strike. He's been a virtual spectator here. He's on 2. Ball just going off the legs of the pads, and again, ball being overthrown, but they do not go for the overthrow. So Belcon is going to be facing up here. No signal from the umpire, so I guess it's a run. So look at the close of the over here. So it's a run. Show that he cuts it over the top of the infield. It bounces and peels away to the boundary. So 4 good-looking runs to Belcon. Carry the total to 28 without loss. It was short, it was wide. He just got back, rocked back, and cut it over the top of the infield. Vincent chased it all the way, but his only job was to retrieve. There's still 1 ball left in the over. I think no ball was not tallied. Mason. Running in. And he flicked it off the legs. Oh, it's past the man in the circle and down to the boundary for 4. Shady should have done a whole lot better. It was pitched up on the legs. He just flicked it away. The man at square leg thought he had a chance, but it was over his head in a flash and into the fence. Weather is changing quickly here at the Diego Martin Sporting Complex. As you can see, very overcast conditions here. So Vincent with the ball in hand. Wicketkeeper Lochan just giving out some instructions as they try to set the field. The field that they have set so far is a man at mid-off, a man at cover, a man forward of point, backward of point, square leg, deep square leg, mid-on. There's a player coming in for a short third man and a short fine leg. So the 2 boundary riders, a man at long on and a man out at the square leg region. He just turned this one around the corner. Mason just doing the fielding.
There go guys. There go Paragon.
So it's Belcon. He's raced to 27 or 15. And again, he just turns this one down the leg. But the player had been positioned there for just that. Does the necessary fielding. So Lozano, the man doing the fielding, the Diego Martin North student. And he's just flicking this one. A loud appeal. I think Equiquere was the only man interested. Umpire Dominic Hines unmoved. There's down the leg side, tickled around the corner. He's going to run close to the boundary. Oh, excellent work by Solozano. Awful running by the batters. They crossed for only 1. And it's wide So wide signal by umpire Hines. So Belcon thinking it would have gone into the boundary. Vincent. Down the leg side again, another wide. So this over, just losing his radar here. The experienced Christopher Vincent. He's normally very economical. He's into his second over, already conceded 11. And again, he goes down the leg side, another wide. He's trying to spear it into the leg stump, but he's just going down this. So signal wide again. So 3 wides on the trot. So it's going to be a 9-ball over if he finishes off the commentary deliveries legally. Belcon just pushes this one out into the mid-wicket region. They walk through for that single. So going at a healthy run rate here, the combined All-Stars. Just about 10.9, the run rate. He struck in the pad, stifled appeal, no run. Frank Simmons has been the virtual spectator. He's only faced one of the 4 overs, 6 balls. As Vincent looked to finish off with this delivery. He struck definitely in front, and he goes plump in front. Vincent claims the wicket. Combined All-Stars lose their first wicket, the wicket of Frank Simmons for 4. So look at it here. He played it all around that delivery. And Simmons goes, he scored 4. Combined All-Stars after being sent into bat. 4 overs, 40 runs, 1 wicket. So the new batter looking to replace Simmons is the number 19, the youngster, Rondell Ramlogan. He's coming in at the crucial number 3 position. Of course, always a tricky position, this number 3 position. So important. But he'll be going to the non-strikers end, as the wicket had fell on the last ball of the previous over. And it just seems to be a bowling change. We're going to see the experienced Laurent. Alan Laurent. Alan Laurent, a journeyman cricketer. He's driven it back past the bowler. The fielder comes around, puts in the slide, does very well out in the deep there. That's Rouse. And they get through for 1. That ball was steaming across the ground. Some excellent work there by Franklin Rouse. Laurent just settling himself. He's going to be facing, going to be bowling to the new batter, Rondell Ramlogan. The youngster just taking his guard. He had a decent outing in his first game. He'll want to improve on that in his second game. Remember, combined All-Stars, they lost their first game. Paragon won the opening match of the Northzone T20 Festival 2024. Just leaving it alone outside there. Good take by wicketkeeper Lo Chan. And Belcon partnering the youngster Ram Logan. Laurent starts at the top of his run. Nice smooth action. Short. Go for the quick single. Oh, he's hit. He's struck. But he was just able to get home there. Rondell Ramlogan able to get home. It would be interesting to see how close that was. So it was pushed. Struck him. Laurent picked up. Turn, throw. Yes, he's home. He's definitely home. We're not in line, but you could see the bat was grounded behind the line. So good piece of running. Belcon peels off the edge and just goes down to third man like a rocket. As they say, when you go in, go harder. He was not in control of it, but it flew all along the ground. He was looking to hit it through the mid-wicket, mid-on region, but instead it peeled off the edge past the keeper. And there's a man out there at fine legger, but he's a bit square. That one race to the boundary for 4. So he pulls it behind square. 4 more. So Mario Belcon beginning to accelerate here, adding to the pressure. The combined all-stars going at over 10 runs and over. Laurent, in his first over, he's already conceded 9. 1 delivery left. It was short outside your stump. He took it from outside your stump and pulled it behind square for a good-looking 4. Short, this time he pulls this one up between the fielders. This time for the square. And 4 more. So that's 3 boundaries. And the score races on to 50, to 54. So after 5 overs, the score combined all-stars 54 for 1. So Mario Belcon has raced to 41. Doing a bit of coaching there with the youngster. Ramlogan, of course, Mario, the player coach for the Mary Boys team that would have campaigned in the Premier 1 this season. Not the best of seasons for them. They were promoted last season. But this season, they have not had the same level of success. But it's going to be Christopher Vincent to continue. He already has 1 wicket to his name. And that's pushed out on the onside. The vacant mid-wicket region. The bowler has to go across and does the fielding. So Ramlogan there off the mark. And the dangerous Mario Belcon is going to be facing Christopher Vincent. He's driven it out on the onside. They jog through for a single. Franklin Rouse does the fielding there at the long on region. So the final over of the power play. The field is a man at short, third man, a man at backward point, a man at forward point, a man at cover, middle, long on the ropes, mid-wicket on the ropes, as there's a field change, as they're bringing someone in to the mid-wicket, short mid-wicket region, and they put the fielder at backward square. It's a fine legger. They've removed the third man. Vincent. As they jog through, he was beaten for pace, dear Ramlogan, but he's called through by Belcon for a single. he's showing Rondell Ramlogan that the ball is coming into you with the arm.
Come here, son, come quick.
As Vincent looks to continue.
Come here, son, fine now.
Vincent. And he's just looking to paddle it around. There's a man there at a short fine leg, but they're able to go through for the single. Umpire Hines signal leg by. So they've slowed considerably here in this over. It's always difficult to get Christopher Vincent off the square. Plays his cricket with the police team. Always economical.
They go down. Angles.
Ramlogan. So he's driving this one up to the man at long on. Rouse does the feeling. Keeping it just the one.
Come Paragon, come Paragon.
So 5 runs in this over thus far. A very good over by Vincent. The last ball of the power play. And it's just pushed out into the Belcon mid-wicket region. One is all they'll get. So at the end of 6, it's the combined All-Stars after being asked about. They're 60 for 1 after 6 overs. So at the end of the power play, the combined All-Stars, they're going at 10 runs and over. Mario Belcon, he's on 43 from 25. Partnering him is Rondell Ramlogan. As you see, it's going to be a bowling change here at the northern end. And coming into bowl seems to be Franklin Rouse.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Do you have multiple loans with high-end store?
So it's going to be Rouse to continue. So Franklin Rouse continuing. The screen at the ground is down. And if the screen at the ground is down, it means that the screen in the commentary booth is also down. But the action on the field continues. Rouse with ball in hand. He's taking his time to set this field. And Belcon taking his time as the screen comes up. And Belcon, you're seeing his bat, his number, 49, because with him sweating, the sticker that would have blocked off the 9 has come off. And there he's just pushing it back upon the onside, the offside. So that ball there by Rouse, goal dust in this format. Belcon is down the track and he just flicks it. And it's a simple catch. And taking the catch was Khan. In fact, it's Laurent who takes the catch. And Belcon goes for 43. The combined All-Stars lose their second wicket. The wicket of big Mario Belcon. The ball was pitched up and he just chipped it into the hands of Laurent He took the catch. The Paragon team celebrates. And we're seeing Rouse just giving out some instruction. He doesn't seem to be a happy man. Neither does Mario Belcon. Looks quite happy. But it's Ernell Ryan who comes to the crease. Of course, Ernell Ryan, known for his big hitting ability. In fact, last season he was the first man to get to 100. He'll hope that his form has not deserted him. So Ryan comes to the crease. He's going to be facing Rouse. Just 2 deliveries from Rouse. No runs, 1 wicket. Rouse just guiding this one away. Square the wicket. And then a throw there by Vincent that gets past the keeper and they're able to run on the overthrow. So Ernell Ryan, he's off the mark. Of course, Ryan in the national setup, I think the under 15. He's definitely the Northzone under 15 coach. Yeah, he's partnering Ram Logan a long stride out and pushing it out into the cover region. As Rouse continue to keep things tight. Just 2 runs from his over. The wicket of big Mario Belcon. So Rouse caught a half stop, but they're able to jog through for a single. So dealing with singles now. But after the healthy run rate in the opening 6 overs, they can just consolidate, but they would have lost the 2 openers, including that the dangerous Mario Belcon. Rouse. Good fielding there by Clifton Halls, and that brings the over to an end. So at the end of the 7th over, it's the combined All-Stars team. They're 7, they're 63 for 2. Remember, you're watching the Northzone T20 Tournament 2024, brought to you by the Northzone Cricket Council. Of course, ably supported by the Office of the Prime Minister through the Sport and Culture Fund, NLCB, House of Angostura, the Police Credit Union, JMMB, KFC, Sagico, Press to Market. As there's going to be a bowling change. As there's going to be a bowling change at the southern end. And looking, that's being swung around is Laurent. He was took apart by Belcon, but Belcon is no longer here. Of course, the Northzone in 2023 launched their women's program coming out of the Northzone Academy for cricket. 2 phases completed as Lauren comes in. Oh, it's top edge, but it's going to drop safely. Solizano does the fielding, the Diego Martin North man, and keeps it down to 1. So it's 2 phases completed. Phase 1 from September to December 2023. 24 girls completed that part of the program. And phase 2 just completed from March to July 2024. 20 girls completed that phase. The venues were the Queen Park Oval and the St. Mary's College Ground. The newly renovated indoor nets facilities. And the coaches are Gregory Davis, phase 1, and for phase 2, Tamika. Now right now, there's a quick single. Vincent misses, but good backing up in the outfield. They're able to run a overthrow, but it's some good work out there. Not quite sure. Vincent have been shying at the stumps and missing, and creating a lot of overthrows thus far. Of course, the objective of this women's program is the formation of a women's team to participate in women's cricket in the upcoming season 2025. Short and wide. The umpire signals wide, and they're able to run an extra as well, so that's 2 wides. Umpire Dominic Hines with his hands stretched wide. So we see a flock of 4 birds out in the evening skies. It's Laurent hoping that it's a beautiful fielding there by Craig. And BK Craig there, he's disappointed that he didn't shy at the stumps. A wry smile on his face, but it was excellent fielding there. So Laurent looking to continue. Of course, we're into the 3rd edition of the T20 Festival. As Laurent comes in. And he's playing a miss here by Ram Logan. So Laurent has done well coming back after he was taken apart by Mario Belcon. He's come and just conceded for 5 runs in the over thus far. 4 balls gone. Of course, we're into the 3rd edition of the Northzone T20 Festival. Past winners in 2022, they were joint winners. After the finals was ran out, Santa Cruz and Savannah Boys. And again, this time, a comedy of errors really. And Bicky Craig, and he has his hand on his face because it was a good stop. Not impressed though is Frank Rouse. He's having a word with the bowler. So the past winners in 2022, joint winners, Santa Cruz and Savannah Boys. 2023, the police team, they will be new champions this season, as the police is not participating. Bit of a bubble there by Halls, but he's able to track it down. They'll not be participating, so they'll be new champions. And that brings the end of the 8 over. So after 8, the combined All-Stars team, they're 69 for 2.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
So that's the scorecard for the combined All-Stars team. At this point, Mario Belcon, he's on 40. He scored 43 for from 27, he's gone. Rondell Ramlogan, he's on 6 from 11. And Ernal Ryan, he's from 4. He's on 4 from 4. As they're going to continue from the northern end is Franklin Rose. Franklin Rose looking to bowl the 9th over. Of course, this Northzone tournament, a continuation of, as Ryan just pushes this one out, this camper for a quick single. This Northzone tournament, continuation of all the positive things that has gone on in the Northzone. The Northzone has a website where you can get all that information, northzonecricket.com. So you can check it out, northzonecricket.com. As Franklin Rose. This one is bang through the covers. Beautiful shot by Ramlogan. He just rocked back. A back driver. Not often you see that in this level of cricket. But a beautiful shot by Ramlogan. He just shifted the weight backward. There was a fielder inches away. But his only job was to retrieve. So Ramlogan facing up to Rouse. This time he's driving it up in the air and out of here. A massive 6 by the young man. He's taking on Franklin Rouse. Back-to-back boundaries. First the 4 to cover. And if that was a good shot, this one was even better. Pitched up and he just got under it and lifted over the man at long on. He was interested for a while, but then his interest turned to just retrieving the ball. He just tickles it out into the onside. Rose has to scurry across to do the feeding off his own bowling into the mid-wicket region. So some nice batting here by Rondell Ramlogan. He's on to 17 from 14 deliveries. Ernal Ryan, sorry. And a runner ball 5, make that 5 from 6. So it's going to be Rouse to continue. Surely cuts it. Half stop. Diving effort there by the man, Christopher Vincent. So that brings the over to the end. At the end of 9, the combined all-stars, they're 82 for 2. So the action continues here at the Diego Sporting Complex. We're on to match number 9 on match day number 8. Remember, it's 19 days of non-stop cricket every night. You can come down to the Diego Sporting Complex where the action will be electrifying. It's pushed out into the offside. Captain hauls in quickly. Tomorrow, that's Monday, 22nd July, from 6:30 p.m. Pole 9 is going to be playing the Northside Future Stars. That's a very important game. Sure that he pulls this one away. It goes in front of, behind square, and down to the boundary for 4. So Ryan taking on the short ball from Laurent. It was short, and he just helped the wrong. The fielder was scurrying across the boundary. So Laurent steaming in. And it peels off the edge. The man at third man is not going to come around. And it goes into the third man fence for 4. So back-to-back 4s. Ryan getting the move on. Pitched up outside the off stop. It was given width. And he freed his leg, his arms. So Laurent here just being put under the pump. It's cut away. Good stop by Vincent. But then he pelts again and gets an overthrow. It has been the story of the night for Vincent. He's been doing some good ground fielding, but he's just been unable to hit the wicket, and it's all gone for overthrows. So I think by now we should learn once is a mistake, twice a mistake probably, but 3 times it's a habit. So Laurent, with 2 more deliveries left in this over. Comes steaming in from the southern end. So just turned up on the onside. They jog through for a single, signal leg by umpire Dominic Hines. So it's 1 more delivery to finish off the 10th over. Laurent is going to be bowling to Ernell Ryan, who's definitely begun to accelerate here. And he's driving this one straight back out on the offside. And they turn back and gets 2 runs easily. So that brings the end of the 10th over. So at the end of 10, the combined All-Stars team, after being asked about their 94 for 2. So it's going to be the Blue Waters drinks break. And while they have a drink, we'll have one in the commentary booth.
Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, and we ready now. When you feeling hard, take up the water spray. Take up the water spray. In your school or house, take up the water spray. When the bus run out, take up the water spray. Party pussy water, working pussy water, school children they water. The water spray, fitness pussy water, the office pussy water.
Here at GMMB, love is the currency. And let's show you how we are able to transfer that energy into real conversations. Manners and respect.
Respect, my brother.
Respect, man. Speaking about respect, Adrian, I mean, how important is it to the whole banking experience?
So us at GMMB, as you know, we push a vision of love within our mission. And the purpose of that vision of love as it pertains to respect is us empathizing with our clients, being able to acknowledge their current position so that we could tailor a solution for them. Because everyone's position is not the same. So our vision of love allows us to connect with our customers and our clients respectively and provide them that unique service.
Truth be told, it's GMMB. Banking for real, with real people. Manners and respect.
Always, my brother.
Every time.
JMMB.
It's banking for real.
Do whatever the crunch you want. Delicious nuggets made from 100% chicken breast. Try it in our crispy hot and spicy recipe or in the Colonel's original recipe. Mix and match. The new hot and spicy nuggets. Spiciness you love to crunch. It's finger licking good.
$94 for 2 on the back of a very impressive cameo by Mario Belcon. But it's going to be Myson, who's going to be bowling to Ram Logan, young Rondell Ram Logan. I'm going parent. Joining me now is Mr. Ian Wason. Ian, welcome back.
Yes, thank you, and good to be here. Of course, it's a very good first half of the innings from the Paragon, the All-Stars team, facing the Paragon bowlers, and they're doing quite well. 94 for 2 on the back of a great innings from Mario Belcon. This one is driving back down past the bowler, and they will get 1. So Rondell, Ram Logan, and Ernest Ryan, they are carrying on where the openers would have left off, especially Belcon, for that well-played inning so far.
So Ryan retaking his guard. The defense force man. Driven out on the onside. Laurent does the feeding. Myson coming in to bowl to Ram Logan, and he hits this one up in the air. The fielder is getting under it, and he takes a simple catch. Well-judged catch there. Not the easiest of catches in the night sky by Justin Hernandez, but he takes the catch, and Ram Logan has to go. He goes for 18, and the combined All-Stars team, they lose their 3rd wicket.
And these catches, you might think that because the ball is white, and the sky and it's night, it's easy. But you just saw that there. The ball sometimes passes in the glare of the floodlights, and that makes it very tricky sometimes. So don't always think that because it's easy to catch a white ball at the night, that sometimes you're facing the floodlights, and that makes these catches very difficult at times.
Yeah. Good catch there. As Ray Campbell comes in, as you see, the fielder talking about the ball swinging. You'll see them signaling that the ball was swinging in the air. But a very good wicket for the Paragon team. Right after the break. Ray Campbell comes to the wicket. One of the senior batters for this combined All-Stars team.
Ernell Ryan, who is on 18. Of course, Ernell Ryan has recently been appointed the national under-17 coach, taking over from Riyad Emirates, who coached a team with exception, was very good at coaching the team last year, and Ernell Ryan will continue to that work done by Riyad Emirates. And of course, the national under-17 team will be hosting the other 5 regional teams in the under-17 Rising Stars tournament. So a busy time for Ernell Ryan in the coming weeks. But right now, he's focused on helping the combined All-Stars. He's on 18. And he's batting with Campbell, who is facing the bowling at the moment. He's facing Kennard Myson. I'm not sure if that's the pronunciation. I know Gordon has been having one-on-one pronunciation for this name, just in case. And at least one will be right.
Most definitely. I'm not the godfather. So that ball just coming off the pads. Signal leg by, but it's also a no ball. So it's going to be a free hit. Signal by umpire Gaskin. Myson will have to get things right. A free hit, and it's Ryan who's going to face it. And it's peels off the edge. Drops safely and one bounce into the fence at third man. So that's 4 more runs there. It brings up the 100 for the combined All-Stars.
And we are still in the 11th over, so they are going quite well. Look at that shot. Beautiful shot. 1 bounce. Almost very close for going for a maximum. With 1 for 33. He's getting a bit of a beating here. In the air, but safe. 4 more. 4 more. The ball peels over the boundary. And it's the end of the over. It's 106 for 3.
But Vincent is going to return as they try to put the brakes on. Of course, this broadcast brought to you in part by NCB and the NFM, the National Flour Mills. As back in the attack is Christopher Vincent. He has the figures of 1 for 19.
So Vincent bowling to the right-handed Campbell. Campbell drives that he gets 1. The total goes up by 1, 107 for 3. And they're going quite along. The run rate just over 9.5. And if they continue with this, they can get up to 192. But of course, we need to cater that they will accelerate later in the innings so they can. We are looking at a total of over 200.
Bit of fielding, nice bit of fielding there by Christopher Clifton Halls there, getting in.
But I'm getting the feeling, Gordon, that whatever score that the combined team posts, based on what we saw from Rouse and Craig, Paragon will back themselves to get it with a couple overs to spare.
Yeah, most definitely. Given what we've seen in the bowling department from combined all-stars. And he's bowled him. He was brought in to do a job, Vincent, and he has done it. He's bowled the experienced Campbell. He shakes his head. And the combined all-stars, they lose their 4th wicket at the score at 108 for 4. Look at it here. He was giving himself room. That one just pitched and knocked back the off stump.
And that is not what they would have wanted at this stage. It would have been ideal for them to keep those wickets intact if they can approach the 15th over with just the 3 wickets down. But this 4th wicket would tend to slow things just a bit.
Yeah, I think it's a dagger wicket, really, because the batting is really built around at the top. Belcon, of course, Ram Logan, he can do his stuff. That's a Rondell. But the key in the middle overs for this combined team is the batting of Ryan and Campbell.
And one thing that is really noteworthy, Yusuf Ram Logan, who top scored for them on Friday, is not playing tonight. And that is a big miss for them.
It will be a big miss for them. As we see striding out to the center is the number 1. So Raj Prasad comes to the center. He can hit a long ball. So Raj Prasad, the number 1 for the combined team.
Disappointing that Yusuf Ramlogan is not playing tonight. He played a very good innings, a superb innings the other night.
Definitely, it was a very good innings. So Posada looking to face Christopher Vincent. Of course, this tournament brought to you by the Prime Minister's Office through the through the Prime Minister's Sport and Cultural Fund. Wide signal by umpire Hines. He stretches his arms wide. Christopher Vincent, he's always gesticulating a bit like an air traffic controller or a policeman in an Independence Square on a Friday evening. He's driven into the cover region, vacant cover region, so the man on the cover boundary has to come in. They jog through for a single. So you can expect a slowing of the run rate with the fall of this wicket here, Ian.
Definitely, as wickets normally do. But the good thing about it, they started so healthy, they could afford a little drop in the run rate because we expect them to pick back up sometime in the 15th over or after. That's the value of getting a good start.
Ryan, he doesn't care what over it is. He just swings this one off the legs for 4. You don't stray into his pads. Yeah, it was short and it was going into the pads, and he just helped it around for another good-looking 4. He races on to 31 from 17. The fielder was all around the ball. And they took the cameraman to show him the ball. Good work there. I think it was Mr. Joel Phillip who, with a good camera production. Vincent along the leg side. Wide signal again by umpire Hines. So unable to close off this innings here. Vincent. And it's just played out by Ryan. No run off the final delivery. So at the end of 12 overs, the combined All-Stars team, after being asked to bat, they're 115 for 4.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
So we have the scorecard there. Belcon with 43 from 27. Next in line, Ernil Ran. He's 31 from 18. And they'll expect him to carry his bat a bit here. But he's not going to be facing, as it's going to be Raj Prasad, who's going to be facing the impressive Franklin Rouse. Rouse just setting his field. Just play it back to the bowler, and that field will be a man at short, third man, point, a boundary rider out in the covers, a man at extra cover, mid-on, short mid-wicket, and he's bowled him. So Rouse bowls Prasad. He gets his second wicket, the middle stump knocked out of the ground. Played a wrong. So look at the stride off. It is Raj Prasad. Look at it again. He played all wrong at the middle stump, knocked back out of the ground. And look at the replace him at the wicket is Rishi Ramgoli. So Rishi Ramgoli replaces Raj Prasad. So the combined All-Stars team, after having a very healthy start in terms of the first 2 batters, they've just fell off a bit and losing wickets quite quickly. Remember, Paragon in the opening game chased down 185. They got to 189 to win against a pretty decent bowling attack by the EYM team.
Keeping in mind that this EYM team, they won promotion back to Premiership 2, National Premiership 2. So we know that the EYM team is a very strong team. And the fact that Paragon could have chased down 185 and win that game says a lot about their batting.
Ramnogi punches this one out into the cover region. And a bit of a misfield, but they don't run on it. So he's off the mark. That's Rishi Ramgoli. But now Rouse, he's going to be bowling to the dangerous Ernil Ryan. Sure, he guides it away, but straight to the fielder at a squarish third man. Yes, a yard either side, and could have raced away for 4. He's sweeping a wide signal by umpire Gaskin. Franklin Rouse trying to get another wicket here. He's already taken 2. He's driving it back past the bowler on the outside, the offside, sorry. They go through for 1. He's stung the palms of the fielder out there. That's Hernandez, and we know how safe Hernandez's hands are. Well, at the end of 13 overs, the combined team, they're 118 for 5. So skipper Halls takes the ball. He's gonna take matters into his own hands. So Halls marking off his guard. And he's going to be bowling to a well-set Ernal Ryan. As we see the figures.
Rouse, 3 overs, 8 runs. He was a star with the bat a few nights ago. Now he's doing it with the ball.
Just turned out on the onside. They jog through for 1. Because of the healthy early run rate, they kind of just nudge the ball around, rotate the strike.
But at some point, they would want to go after the bowling once more. But with 5 wickets down, they might have to delay it until about the 16th or 17th over.
Yeah, just tickled behind square there by Ramguli. So a bit of a lull in terms of the run scoring here. And it's driven over the head of the man who was on the mid-on, the long-on fence. A brilliant shot by Ryan there. And he seems to be a man in good form, Ian.
Yes, he's in good form over the long on for a maximum, a KFC maximum. And he takes a score to 126 for 5. Now, I thought that they would have delayed the power play overs, not the power play overs, but the power hitting overs. But he started early. We're still in the 14th over.
Just tickles this one to the man at fine leg, and they jog through for a single. So they're mixing and matching here, combining rotation of the strike with power hitting.
That is what you want, especially with 5 wickets down. You have to be conservative, but at the same time, get the runs clicking.
Yeah, we see them running through for a quick single.
And just like that, we have 10 runs in the over, a 6 and 4 singles.
No big risks taken just yet. Halls looking to finish off the over with a dot. So at the end of 14 overs, the combined All-Stars team, after being inserted, they are 128 for 5.
That's still a run rate of 9.14. So they are maintaining that 9 runs per over run rate.
Yeah, they got 10 from that over. So they're maintaining, hoovering it at around. So we're going to the break. We'll come back with more.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Well, it's going to be change at the northern end. Justin Hernandez into the attack. He's going to be bowling to Ramgoli. Ramgoli just turns this one out into the mid-wicket region. And they're able to run through 4 single. O'Neill Ryan, he's on 40. Eyeing a 50 here. Misfield there by the wicketkeeper. Let's look at the umpire to see what signals he'll give us. He gives no signals. It means it would have come off the bat. So it's 1 run to Ryan. Ramgoli sweeps this one away. Straight to Solizano. Does the feeling, gets it in quickly. So only 1. So this has been the tactic by the combined All-Stars team, just to keep the score ticking along. And in between, they get the occasional boundary. So pulled into the middle wicket region. Craig does the feeling, does well, keeps it down to 1.
And that was a very good return, a strong return from the powerfully built Ikwe Craig.
Remember you're watching the Northzone T20 Festival? And this one is up in the air, but it lands safely. They jog through for 1. So 5 singles thus far.
Your favorite song?
Yes, I'll refrain from even hinting it. But you could Google it if you want. It's by the young Calypsonian Aaron Duncan and Travel Zoe. And this one is up in the air and out of here. Ryan now with the KFC Maximum. Combine All-Stars here on a charge. In fact, a bird was flying and he was in danger of being struck out of the air. So Ryan goes up to 48. And the tactic of just rotating the strike and then getting that occasional boundary has been working perfectly. 11
Yes.
from that over.
It really works excellent. And they have maintained, last over was 10 runs, this over is 11 runs, and with just 2 boundaries within those overs, just the 2 sixes. So they can continue like that, even if they continue like that for the next 3 overs, and really push on in the last 2. That will be very good for the Combined All-Stars team.
Well, it's going to be the skipper of the Paragon team, Clifton Halls, who's going to continue from the southern end. He's going to be bowling to Rishi Ramgoli, who's provided the perfect support for Ryan.
10 runs in the next 5 overs, it will get you 50 runs. 50 runs from here will get them to about 189. But power gen, based on what Rouse did in the last game, you want to go past 200 just to be safe.
Well, it's Halls who's going to be bowling here, the captain of the Paragon team. Just clipped off the legs there by Ramguli, and they just jogged through.
Ernest Ryan, who's on 48 from 27, he gets a strike.
One hit away from what would be a well-played 50. Driven out into the covers. Good return there, a rocket returner by Christopher Vincent. He's been doing well in the field, but when he throws at the stump, he was giving away overthrows, but this time well backed up by Clifton Holt. And he's flicked off the legs. They go for one. One is all they'll get. So Ryan quite happy to just nudge the ball around, rotate the strike. And I think he's practicing what he's preached, because definitely it's a lesson. Any youngster watching this innings could see how you could build a T20 innings. This one peels off the edge. He's going to be caught. Oh, it's juggle, but it's taken there by Salazar. He's laughing.
He's relieved. I think that's a laughter of relief. He juggled that one, took it on the second attempt. Sazano taking the catch to get rid of Ramguli.
He's up in the air. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, the third attempt, in fact.
Peeled off the edge. He settled himself. 1, 2, 3. Yes. On his third attempt, a smile of relief. As Ramgoli goes, Rishi Ramgoli, yet to see the batter appear from the dugout. So finally we see him coming in. It's the big fast bowler, Dion Plucky Pair. He strides out. Well, Ian Wilson off air is telling me I can't describe him as being a fast bowler.
I can tell you on air as well, because usually you like to describe pacers as seam up. You refuse to use fast bowler, but I'm seeing that you have a change of heart.
Well, Dion Pierre, in his prime, bowled a pretty heavy ball, was a pretty quick bowler in Northzone. Well, Australia and Tobago youth teams. So I guess I am just giving him the respect that he would have earned. You see, when you earn a rank, unless you discharge, just honorably discharge, you leave with that rank. So he's a fast bowler to me. Although at this stage in his career, this age and stage, he's more a seamer bowler. But he's not studying about bowling here. He's studying to bat, to get some runs on the board as he faces Clifton Halls. He's long forward, a stifle appeal. Now, when Dion was at his prime, he was not much of a batter. So you wouldn't see him coming in at 8. He'd be more at 10 and 11. But there you saw him playing a long forward defensive.
So is his batting getting better with age?
So it seems, because here he's going to hit a 4. It was a full toss, and that brings the over to an end. At the end of 16, the combined All-Stars, they won 45 for 6. $145 for 6 after 16 overs, still a decent rate. They're going at just over 9 runs per over. And with the 4 overs to go, with Ernest Ryan expected to face, we can expect a couple big shots in this over. Be interesting to see who bowls. But that's the scorecard there. At the top, Mario Belcon, 43 from 27. Next best, Ernest Ryan, he's not out on 49 from 29. In between that, we had a Rondell Ram Logan with 18 from 17. The rest all belong to a telephone number. So it's Rouse who's going to continue. He's going to be bowling to Ryan. Ryan pulls this one away into the mid-wicket region. And that's 50 for the big man, Ernell Ryan. You beauty, a well-constructed 50, if ever there was one in the T20 game, Ian.
Yes, of course, and Ernell Ryan has been around for a mighty long time. Former Trinidad and Tobago player, now the under-17, national under-17 coach. And certainly, because based on this innings, we can see the under-17 team is in good hands.
Well, it's going to be Rouse to continue. He's going to be bowling to Dion Plucky-Pierre. And he's long forward, pushing that one out into the covers. They go too quickly for that run. Some good running too. They're combining intelligent cricket.
Yes, that's a good run, because I thought at one time that run would have been too close. But they run, and it's showing that they might be an older team, but they are a fit bunch of players.
He bangs this one back past the bowler, aerially, and they go through for a single. It's another single. 3 balls gone, 3 singles in the over. Dion Pierre takes his stance. Beaten outside your stump, again a long push forward. It's what you like to see. The batters playing the spinners on the front foot.
Yeah, there's no other way.
Big offer, he gets the edge, but he'll get a single. Salazano quickly off the boundary, gets a good throw in. The fielding, though, of the Paragon team has been good as well. I think it's one of the few nights that we had a firm field. The sun had dried up the field, so they have good footing on the foot, and they've taken advantage, the fielding team. Ryan cuts this one, and they just get through for a single.
So just the 5 runs in this over, and that brings up the 150 for the combined team, who have done a lot better than they did on Friday. Friday, they were chasing 191 runs to win. They reached 139. And tonight, they have 150 for 6 as we see the moon, the bright moon, showing how bright the combined innings going so far. They reached 150 with still 3 overs to go. So now we can expect some fireworks here from Ryan.
He will be on strike. He'll be facing.
Run rate just dropping a little to 8.82 runs per over. So they need a big over here, a couple big overs. As we saw, 185, not a problem for Franklin Rouse and company.
Wide delivery by Holds. He's trying to spear it into the pads of Ryan, not giving him any room. He's coming around the wicket. Short outside the off, it cuts away. The fielder will have to run around.
And
but he has a good arm. But they get it easily in the end.
He might have good arms, but the batters have good legs as well, as they struggle for 2.
Rouse not happy with the fielding of Equick Craig. I wouldn't be either, because I set high standards for, you expect your better fielders to get around there quickly on the ground and then get the return in accurately and strong. It's a full toss. Oh, it's a drop chance there.
Yeah, it was firmly hit, though. Firmly hit by Ernell Ryan.
I had a coach, Claude Phillip, used to say, if you could get your hands to it, you better hold on to it.
Claude Phillip, one of the legendary coaches in the local circuit. It was fun playing under him when he was Glenora's coach at one time.
So Hall's continuing here. Comes off the pad, I think. It's umpire Hines just signaling that it's leg by. Myson just there on screen as Howells continues to Ryan.
Innings Road, what is the name of that street there, Gordon?
I'm not quite sure the name of the street, but one of the players would have injured himself on the rope. It's Chady. He was looking at the ball and he stepped on the rope with his eyes on the ball. And he just helped it over the fence. Untied the boot. Rolling the ankle. That's why they're medical professionals. Because everything that was done there was wrong. The first part of tying the boot, you don't do that. And then, as you see the physio, just coming out, the Northzone physio, she cuts up a pretty sight. Not that player, that's a player who's running across. But the physio with her bag. Yes, that's the physio. It's marked on her back as she just strides across. Chady, in the meantime, he's been helped off the field. Craig.
Yes, and he will be assisted to the dugout where he will be seen by the physio provided by the Northzone Council.
As he's getting a bit of a ride here, they should have continued. They should have carried him off the field. Because just on an eye examination, yeah, she's finally reached, but because of the nature of that injury, I think he should be carried off. As we see coming out that Frank Simmons, and having a bit of a discussion with Ryan, Dion Pierre that is, with a very serious look on his face, as they continue to just give him a ride, a bridge ride off the field. Craig combining with Myson. That has to be the pronunciation. So the action is going to continue now.
$161 for 6, 17 overs and 4 balls. That huge 6 from Lionel Ryan. That took him to 61 from 35. Rolling back the years.
If you remember clearly, last season, he was the first man to get 100 in the tournament. After that, the big players came to the party. The Kamal Porans and I think Belcon got one as well, as Deshaun Charles. So he's always showing that he has a lot of quality. As Halls continues here, he has 2 more deliveries to finish off this over. Short and wide, and he punches it past point for 4. Class is permanent. It was short and he just rocked back and punched it past the point fielder for 4. So overcompensating there, Clifton Halls. His full toss was hit for a massive 6. And they just pulled that one down. But in a flash, Ryan was back and cutting past the point fielder for 4. Days forward, Trying to get a single, but it's going to be a dot ball. So that's a dot ball. It brings the end to the over. So it's 165 for 6. Combined after losing the toss and being asked to bat after 18 overs. They're 165 for 6. Unil Ryan, he's on 61.
Unil Ryan rolling back the years. Last played for the Trinidad and Tobago team 20 years ago. As a young 22-year-old, played 3 matches for Trinidad in that 2004 season.
Well, 20 years later, he's there and still going strong. Looking to transition from his playing days to his coaching days. And my son, with the ball in hand, he's going to be bowling to Dion Pierre in the penultimate over of the combined All-Stars team innings. Keeper Lochan being effective. So Pierre, I think it would have been better for him just to get off strike, get the single.
And just allow Ryan to get the strike. This one is driven back past the bowler and goes for 4 runs. So he sure told us.
Probably heard us. And he said, guys, I am a batter, a lower order batter, not a tail ender.
He sure showed us.
That's Dion Pierre. Batting on, providing good support to Odell Ryan. But it's a play and a miss.
The thing is, Gordon, when he came to the wicket, you described him as not a batsman when he was in his younger days. So certainly, perhaps, really, that he got better as a batter.
Either that or the opposition, the level of the opposition has decreased.
No. Let's not go there.
He's driving out on the offside, gets a single. That's all it'll take.
What I am impressed with the fitness of these men. They are not spring chickens, as you could have seen, but they are running, sprinting the singles as good as anyone.
Yeah, they're doing a good job, really providing a platform. We want to thank the Northzone Cricket Council for providing this platform. You don't see zonal cricket being televised live. You don't see a zone with a website, etc., driven back to the bowler. So it takes a certain level of vision, and not only having the vision, because anyone can dream dreams, but it takes the willpower. I don't like to use the word political because then people ears get deaf, but it takes a certain amount of will to implement these sort of things. Having a tournament, as we look at this one here, half stopping the ball.
He went for it nonchalantly as well.
And he's bowling.
Bowled. Bowled by full toss. And Kenneth Myson, 1 for 43. Well, 2 for 43 at the end of his spell. At the end of the 19th over. Dion Pierre, well played. A well played 11.
Yeah, he went across the line there. The shot he played second was a shot he was supposed to play first. He went right across the line, played all around it, and then after he played the straight shot back. So Dion Pierre, his little cameo is over.
This is Critchlow. Dr. Wine, as he calls himself, he said that he has something special when they're in the field.
There is a flag in the stands, and that this young lady has not sat down all evening long. Guess what jersey she has wearing?
She's wearing a jersey named with the name Critchlow.
And number 49, so it's in the bloodline. She has not sit down since she has come. But he's not going to be facing, as the face is going to be Ryan. He's going to be facing Laurent. They're just straightening the field as Laurent comes in. Short, I know, pitched up, and he just opens the fields. It peels off the edge for 4.
One bounce into the boundary, good shot, cutting that one with authority, Ernest Ryan. He moves on to 70 from 39 deliveries.
Look at it here, it was short, and he just opened the face, peeled off past the man at point. So 5 more legal deliveries. Can they get that 15 runs to put them at about 190? Listen, he just guides this one out. He's trying to run harder. He's coming for it. And he puts the fielder under pressure. The throw is not good.
A better throw, and he would have been short. That was a poor throw in the end, but it shows what can happen when you put the fielders under pressure.
Yeah, he needs to get back on strike. So it was no risk, no reward. He risked it, and he got the reward. This time, this one is driven out into the cover region, straight to Captain Halls.
One thing with this tournament, I've not seen a lot of slower balls and change of pace from the bowlers. I've not seen much of that.
Again, as I said, that takes practice. Unless you're just going to slow down your arm speed, and then the bowler could see it in his sleep. I mean, the batter could see it in his sleep.
There's an appeal, and he goes. So Critchlow goes leg before wicket, no score. Disappointing that his daughter didn't have a reason to wave the flag, but she's still waving away.
It's the first time she disappeared. The flag has been passed on to her son.
Yes, the flag is someone else is waving the flag.
So Dr. Wine, he'll have to wait until he's bowling to Wine tonight. And looking to come in, it's Daryl Douglas. He has 2 deliveries to negotiate.
178 for 8. If he can get 2 sixes here, that would be great. But that's more hopeful than realistic.
So Douglas just signaling. So Laurent looking to finish off the over here. He has 2 more deliveries. Combine also will try to get as close as possible to 190. And Captain Halls always takes his time to set his field.
Look how far out he's batting from the crease.
He's out of the crease. Play and a miss. So he has to face the final delivery. Ryan is not happy. But on the positive side, he will remain not out unless he's run out. He's driving this one through the covers. They go for one, they turn, they're coming for two. They'll get there safely in the end. So that's 180 for the Combined All-Stars team. So at the end of 20, the 80 for 8. The Paragon team, they'll have to get to 181 to win this one. Ian, walk us through this Combined All-Stars team innings. Well, it started firstly with Mario Belcon. Mario Belcon, he opened the batting with Simmons. He lost Simmons cheaply, but he was able to bat on. He's posted a score of just about 43. And after that, in partnership with Ram Logan, who had 18, but in red, standing out, has been Enel Ryan. Enel Ryan scoring 73 of 41 deliveries. He's not out. Dion Pierre had a bit of a cameo, 11 from 11, not much besides those two scores. The scores at the top, Mary Belcon as well as Enleran. We've got the highlights now. So Belcon started like a man on a mission.
And that was a superb 6. He really took control of the first part of the innings, and he set the foundation for a very good score. Frank Simmons didn't face much deliveries, but when he did, he got a 4, and then he was out there. And then, of course, Mario Belcon. This was a direct hit, but Belcon continued. He continued to get the runs. He continued to find the boundary.
There we see a replay again of it was Simmons going.
He was finally out there in the 40s, Mario Belcon. Ram Logan. This was a good field. Paragon had some good efforts in the field as well. This was a pull shot that went in the deep, and a good throw. They continued to push for 1s and 2s. Rouse bowled well in his 3 overs. He took 2 wickets, but he still got some runs. This was a big hit from Ryan as he came in. This was a huge hit. Ryan really hit some good shots for his score of 70-odd. Continue to hit the ball through all parts, dissecting the field here. And this was a high, this was into the night sky. This was a very good catch, in fact. A very good catch. You had to fight up with the glare of the floodlights. Ryan continued, the under-17 national coach, hitting the ball through all parts, in the air and on the ground. This, he lost his partner here, but he continued. That's another look at the wicket. And this one peeled off the edge, just about your freeze. And third catch, a third attempt. But in the end, Ryan continued, finished on 70-odd. Dion Plucky Pierre losing his off stump. And this was a good shout. And that's how the cookie crumbled. The Combined All-Stars,
180 for 8. So Paragon will need to get to 181 to win this one. We'll have more after the break.
Subway Series presents the Italianos. 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty, hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Do you have multiple loans with high installments? Is that weighing you down? Police Credit Union has the solution for you. Merge all your commitments into one manageable payment, affordable interest rate, and a comfortable loan repayment term. Break free from those shackles with our Free Yourself Debt Consolidation Loan. Let PCU be the key to your financial freedom. Apply for a Free Yourself loan today. All loans are subject to normal lending criteria. Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Blue water's posse identified. Somebody pass blue water. Somebody bring blue water. Somebody get blue water. And we ready now. When you feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or house, take a blue water spray. When the bus run out, take a blue water spray. Party posse water. Working posse water. School children they water. Blue water spray. If it is posse water, the office posse water.
Here at GMMB, love is the currency. And let's show you how we are able to transfer that energy into real conversations. Manners and respect.
Respect, my brother.
Respect, man. Speaking about respect, Adrian, I mean, how important is it to the whole banking experience?
So us at GMMB, as you know, we push a vision of love within our mission, and the purpose of that vision of love as it pertains to respect is us empathizing with our clients, being able to acknowledge their current position so that we could tailor a solution for them, because everyone's position is not the same. So our vision of love allows us to connect with our customers and our clients respectively and provide them that unique service.
Truth be told, it's GMMB, banking for real, with real people, manners and respect.
Always, my brother.
Every time.
JMMB.
It's banking for real.
Do whatever the crunch you want. Delicious nuggets made from 100% chicken breast. Try it in our crispy hot and spicy recipe or in the Colonel's original recipe. Mix and match. The new hot and spicy nuggets. Spiciness you love to crunch. It's finger licking good.
Would you stop being such a people pleaser?
It makes you happy.
Stop it! Doesn't get any better than this.
Oh, well. Let the fake friendliness continue.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Do you have multiple loans with high installments? Is that weighing you down? Police Credit Union has the solution for you. Merge all your commitments into one manageable payment, affordable interest rate, and a comfortable loan repayment term. Break free from those shackles with our Free Yourself Debt Consolidation Loan. Let PCU be the key to your financial freedom. Apply for a Free Yourself loan today. All loans are subject to normal lending criteria. Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, and we ready now. When you feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When the bus run out, take a blue water spray. Party pussy water, working pussy water, school children they water. Blue water spray, the fitness pussy water, the office pussy water.
Halls is going to open the batting. He's going to be facing the evergreen Dion Plucky pair. And Hines just signaling to the scorers. The opening pair for the Paragon team, it's Christopher Vincent and Clifton Halls.
It's going to be very interesting. This run chase, 180, 181 to win. Might seem straightforward. It will be a bit tricky.
It's going to be very tricky. I think the pitch is not the first day pitch that Paragon would have played on. They've played on this trip for this whole week. So although the ground staff have done an excellent job, it's getting a bit slower and lower.
If they can get a couple of wickets, a loud appeal to start with, but the ball will go down to the boundary for 4.
It's going to be leg byes.
It's 4 leg byes signaled.
Okay, but that gets things going here for the Paragon team. Just string into the pads there, Dion Pierre.
Plucky. It will be interesting to know how we got that name, Plucky.
Yeah, it would be very interesting. I've never found out. Just guide it out.
Oh, he just threw them a run. Ramlogan, the young Ramlogan, over enthusiastic.
But you think that Courage should have done better backing up, though?
Definitely.
But then you got to take into consideration the age.
Yes, there are no spring chickens anymore, so he did the best he can. That's Plucky. Dion Pierre, still fit enough, a long, nice run to the wicket. And I will tell you, he has a faster run up to the wicket than some of the younger bowlers.
Going through for one. That was Vincent just guiding it away. He's definitely was a quality player. It's good to see that he's still playing. He'll be all over about 48, so close to 50, and still coming off a good, decent run. So it's up in the air. The fielder out there just jogging, collects, gets it in. That's Raj Pasar.
Good shot, good pull. It was in the air for a while. It kept the fielder interesting, but it fell well in front of him.
Ray Campbell just giving some instructions here to Pierre.
In the air, that goes over the cover boundary, the actual cover boundary for 6.
So it's the first KFC maximum of the Paragon innings. He was given width outside the off stump. He was allowed to free his arms.
And a KFC maximum, the first of the innings for Paragon.
Vincent obliging.
So he goes to 7 with that lofty hit. One more ball in the over. A better delivery, a good comeback delivery. 13 off the over.
A decent start there by Pierre. Only 9 runs conceded off the bat. The 4 leg byes included.
So it will be interesting to see who will open from the northern end, as this looks like Rivaldo Ramlogan. Sorry, Rondell Ramlogan. So Rondell Ramlogan marking his long run from the northern end. And he will bowl. He will be bowling to Christopher, to Clifton Halls. Christopher Vincent will remain at the non-strikers. So Rondell Ramlogan will take up the attack from the northern end, or I would like to call the lost ball end. Because the amount of balls that are crossing on that side over the trees. This was, and he scored! The umpire is waiting to see where the ball came out of.
It came off the shoulder. He's correct. It came off the shoulder. He attempted to pull. Ernal, the captain, is not happy, but it definitely. Oh. Yeah. But I like to slow that down because I think it came off the shoulder last, but it probably came off the gloves. But it definitely came off the shoulder. You see the wicketkeeper signaling that it did.
I would like to have another look at that. It looked real close. A good effort from Rondell Van Logan. He will try again to the left-handed holes. Short ball. Two to the wicketkeeper. Nothing about a touch this time.
Signal wide by umpire Hines.
The square leg umpire signals wide.
But he's not. The standing umpire has not signaled.
True to the wicketkeeper, and the standing umpire will signal that wide. Now, any delivery that has to do with height will be signaled by the square leg umpire.
But even if he had signaled it, I think the standing umpire, he signals the wide to the square leg up.
No,
to the standing umpire.
If the standing umpire asks him, but for runouts and balls over the waist and wides that has to do with height, it's the square leg umpire that signals it, because the standing umpire cannot see it.
No, he does, but the standing umpire is the person who, after he signaled from the square leg. I would like to get umpire to tell me this.
It's the square leg umpire that signals.
Yes, he signals, but the standing umpire confirms then.
Not necessarily.
Okay, well, you could tell me not necessarily, but I'm sure that I have seen enough cricket to know that the standing umpire confirms.
You are talking to the person who has had called it right all week, Gordon.
When it comes to guessing.
No, that wasn't guessing. That was calculated.
Another wide delivery. As it's short, it's pulled away. And it goes into the fence for 4.
One thing, we always ask Pops for the answer. If it's one just think it out and get the answer from his Pops.
The ball goes into the fence for 4. So over here, that has 4 wides. It's been marred now by 2 and a 4. So already 10 runs in this over. I think long Ram Logan just trying a bit too hard. And he banged away for 4.
Just races towards the extra cover boundary for 4 runs. A beautiful shot.
Back-to-back boundaries. And Logan has lost the script here.
So this will be a 10 ball over, 4 wides from Logan, just struggling a bit.
I think he's trying to bowl a bit too fast. That one was short and wide. Give him the treatment. He was encouraged by the early bounce. And there he's shot again. And it's pulled all the way for 6.
So after 2 overs, Paragon flies at 33 without loss. In fact, we have 1 more delivery to go. So 2 fours and a 6 to go with 4 consecutive wides, and his shoulders already dropped. He needs to get up and go again. It takes just 1 delivery to get a wicket.
So Rondell Ramlogan has lost the script here. The young man just needs to refocus, reboot. And this inside edge, a Chinese cut. And they come back for 2 easily. So finally, the over comes to an end. At the end of 2, the Paragon Sports Club looking to get to 181 to win their 36 without loss.
So Ramlogan just struggling just a bit there, conceding 18 runs, bowling an 11 ball over with 5 wides. He will have to reboot and come back later in the innings. I'm not sure if he will get a second consecutive over, but hopefully later. Sometimes just a change of ends would help. We've seen that happen with Sween.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
It's going to be bowling to Vincent though. Vincent hits this one over the cover region again. 6 runs. The 1 bounce, 4. So you can't give Vincent room outside your stump. He's already hit him for 6 in the his first over. Now he repeats the shot, dropping just inside the field, and it goes for 4.
He was given a lot of freedom to free his arms, and that is not what you want to do to Vincent. You want to cramp him up for room, cramp him. Bowl it short of a length, closer to the stumps, just outside your off stump, on the stump. Anywhere around there, that line, keep that very close, short of a length. Anything wide outside your off stump and full, he will go with you. A much better delivery, a better line the delivery. He goes on the back foot and plays it back for the bowler to field. That's much better from the umpire. Of course, he has the experience, and he would know how to adjust. And that is what a bowler does. He watches what a batsman does, watches how he plays. He'll go for a cheeky single, just plays it on the offside. Running in from cover. So there's the third man, the fine leg, and third man inside the circle. There is point, more of a backward point. Then there's cover, extra cover, mid-off. Picked up by the wicket keeper. There's the mid-wicket. There's the long one, a wideish long one. And there's a sweeper, what people have a way of calling cow corner. I can't understand. Got of course, the game has evolved. You're hearing now terms like cow corner, you're hearing bumper. It's one of the short ball. He pulls away. One bounce to the boundary for 4. And Clifton Halls gets into the act.
So
9 runs in the over.
Halls has gotten going here. He's been ultra aggressive in this innings. It's a short delivery, and he just pulled him around.
They're going at 15 runs per over. We still haven't seen Ikwe Craig yet or Franklin Rouse. Nice comeback delivery from Dion Pierre.
So at the end of 3 overs, the Paragon sports team looking to chase down 181 to win their 45 without loss.
And just 3 overs, that's superb batting. They're going at breakneck speed. This is how you play the super over. The power play, sorry. This is how you play the power play. Well, then again, you would also play a super over like this as well. But these are the kind of overs you want to get in the power play period. Remember, the fielders are inside of the circle. Only 2 fielders allowed outside. So you can take advantage of that. So we're going to see the introduction of spin for the first time in this innings. Rundle Ramlogan, after his over where he struggled with 5 wides, conceding 20 runs. He has been taken off the attack, and Darrell Douglas will see some action for the first time with the ball.
Well, he's going to be bowling to Vincent, Christopher Vincent. Vincent has been going well, 12 runs from his 6 deliveries. Just taking pace off the ball here, the combined All-Stars team. But it matters not. The result is the same. 6 a KFC maximum.
It brings up the 50 in 3.1 overs.
It was driven there. The cameraman just having to get out of the way. So Vincent have definitely added something to this batting lineup here. He was not present in the first game. He's come in and done well with both the ball and the bat.
He's on 18. Oh, this is a ball that flighted, and they will push away for 4. They will get just well done. Well done.
So courage low.
Stopped it just about a few inches away from the boundary.
The batter has crossed for 3.
He saved the 1 run. That 1 run can go a long way. Look at the replay again.
Good foot speed there by Anthony Critchlow. Almost looked like the bionic man there.
This one is cut straight to, that looked like Belcon.
Remember, the action continues tomorrow, right here at the Digger Martin Sporting Complex, Monday, July 22nd. That's Pool 9. They play against the Northside Future Stars. That game card is to start at about 6:30 p.m.
This time it will go for 4 runs. Not even Critchlow can stop that. And they fly to 59 without loss. And we are still in the 4th over.
So it seems that if any team is going to have to set a target that is challenging for this Paragon team, they're going to have to cross 200. So when it's driven out into the cover region, Belcon does the feeling. 1 is all they'll get. That brings up 60 for the combined All-Stars team. In fact, for the Paragon team, chasing the combined All-Stars team, 180, and it's into the fence for 4. So Halls are keeping the pressure going. It was down the leg side, he just helped it around. So they're searching for solutions here. Looking to take the ball, and Bowl is going to be the skipper. He already did a job with the bat, getting a well-played 73 not out.
Paragon Sports will next play on Thursday against Glenora. And that will be an interesting battle. And of course, combined All-Stars will next play next Saturday. And they will play against El Socorro Youth Movement. So, 4 overs gone. 64 without loss.
The run rate 16, a massive 16 runs per over.
Ryan, who was a star with the bat, he tries to do something with the ball, but he concedes 4 runs.
Vincent and Halls, they're not mucking around. They're definitely going these runs here.
Not bad, buddy, not bad.
It was edged past the keeper and down to the boundary for 4. And this time, this one is pulled all the way for 6.
I think they need to distribute hard hats here at the Lego Martin Sports Complex. You need to pay attention because you can get hit.
Well, it's back-to-back boundaries, 1 for 4 and 1 for 6. Vincent is on. Let's see what Ryan is going to do here. Not interested with any run there is Vincent. So the stadium has been quieted here. It's been an electric start by the Paragon team.
A swing and a miss.
Vincent Just coming on, prodding the pitch, probably suggesting that the ball kept a bit low.
Loud appeal, and he goes. So Ryan, the star with the back, he gets the breakthrough with the ball. And Paragon lose their first wicket, 74-1 in the 5th over. Ernest Ryan, after being hit for a 6 and a 4, he gets the breakthrough, Gordon.
Yeah, that wicket was needed there because it looked like it was going to be a walk in the park for this Paragon team. But it doesn't get any easier for the combined All-Stars team. As you look at it there, yeah, he's struck almost plump in front. And it's going to be Krager who's going to be coming in. So Ikwe Krager. Look, it's not Krager who's coming in. So it's Hernandez who comes in. Strange decision. With your team on the go, you would think that you'd continue applying pressure. And you'd either see Craig or Rouse coming in. So Justin Hernandez who comes into the wicket.
Justin Hernandez didn't get a bat last time out. The Holes made 11. Sazano, who opened with Holes, made 1. Joshua Ramdu made 23. Now Ramdu, who is one of the guest players, he's not here today. He was playing in the Dream 11 game today, so he's not available, and so
well, it's Unel Ryan who's going to continue.
And Justin Hernandez gets his chance to bat at number 3. Ikwe Craig will be pushed down the order. He made 79 last time out, 79 not out. And Franklin Rouse, batting at number 5, made 69 not out. So Hernandez, we're going to see what Hernandez has.
Just playing that one out on your side. That brings the over to an end. At the end of it, a successful over by Ryan as he has picked up the wicket of Vincent. At the end of 5, though, the Paragon Sports Club, they're 74-1. So there we see the equation, 107 runs required off 90 balls. So it's a bowling change as we see. Begin to pick up the bowling there at the northern end. It's Richie Rampasad. Richie Rampasad with the ball. It's going to be going bowling to Clifton Halls. Halls on 29. Driven back past the bowler. They come for 1. They're going for 2. They get home comfortably in the end. Big offer and miss there by Halls. So we're experiencing the calm after the storm. As Rampersad continues.
So the run rate just slowing down a bit here. But because of the fiery start they had, the breakneck speed, we are still in the power play, and 76 for 1. One of the better power plays that we have had throughout this tournament.
It's gone through the fielder, and they go through for a single.
Taken by the wicketkeeper Frank Simmons, who took it on the pads. Ball coming at an awkward bounce. Hernandez getting ready to face. He just faced the one delivery. He's batting with Halls, who's on 32 from 18.
With the run rate as high as it is, they can afford to have a little bit of a lull. Of course, the wicket over Vincent just causing that. Hernandez pulls this one into the on-field, the onside. They take one, that's all they'll get. Rampersad looking to continue, but it's a good over. Thus far, only conceded 4. So it's bang past the bowler, half stop. So they come through for another single. So it's 5 runs of that over. So Rishi Rampersad coming in and putting on the brakes, and that brings the end of the power play. At the end of 6, the Paragon Sports Club, they're 79 for 1.
And that's a very good start from the Paragon team. Remember, they are looking for 181 runs to win this one. And they are flew on 79. So just looking for 102 runs to win again. 102 from 84 balls. So very good. The current run rate, 13.17, but the asking run rate is 7.29. So they are well ahead and in control of this inning so far. But Combined Islands could take a couple wickets, and a couple wickets can change anything.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
So it's Ryan who's back into the attack. Halls with a shot. A diving save there by Passad. And Campbell will have to clean up for him. Raj Passad. There's no chance of being a 4. He was just injured. pushed out on the offside. They run through for a quick single. So they're using your method, Wason, in the middle overs. They're just rotating the strike. No big hitting. None necessary as well after that good start that they had.
And they had a very good start, so they could afford to do that. And just lost 1 wicket, so they have 9 wickets in hand. And the thing about it, because they have 9 wickets in hand, they can continue to accelerate. This one is going down to the long one area, well fielded. They come back for 2. Some good running.
Yeah, one thing about Clifton Halls, he's quick between the wickets. He encourages the other batters, pushes them. As you see him just blowing there. Dot delivery. Playing a miss again. Playing a miss again there by Hernandez. Skipper Hawes. Just want to have a word with him as that over comes to an end. So at the end of 7, the score, Paragon looking to get to 181 to win. They're 84 for 1. So 97 runs to get, 78 balls to get them from. He's bowled him. In fact, it's an LBW decision. He's given out LBW. So Rampasad gets the wicket. So Rampasad, yeah, he struck plump in front. So Ikwe comes to the wicket at the fall of his skipper's wicket. So a bit of a stumble here. 2 quick wickets. Just pulling things back for the combined All-Stars. Umpire Gaskin just giving the ball to Rampasad. He'll continue. So Rampasad is the bowler, not Douglas. So Ikwe looking to take strike. Rampasada looking to bowl to him. Just plays out on the onside. They jog through for a single. Leg side wide, signal by umpire Gaskin. Remember, you're watching the Northzone T20 Festival 2024, the third edition. This season, a new champion will be crowned because last season, champions, the Police Sports Club, was promoted to the Premiership.
Yes, they won everything last year. So they won the two-day tournament, they won the 40-over tournament, and of course they won this tournament last year. EYM were trying to do that. They won both tournaments, but they started this tournament with 2 losses, so it's going to be a tall order for the El Seco Empowerment Youth Program to come and replicate what police had done last year.
Yes, EYM won the 2-day and the 40 overs, joint winners in the 40 overs with Santa Cruz. For the 2-day tournament, the runner-up would have been the Northside Future Stars. 3rd place would have been Savannah Boys, and 4th place Paragon. In Division 1, though, Pool 9 would have won, and the runner-up would have been Combined All-Stars. So, Rampasada looking to continue. And just turns this one behind square. It's going to run into the boundary just about now. So, Hernandez, he's been pedestrian thus far, but he's finally gotten the ball to the boundary. And a wry smile on the face of Rampasad.
And this one, looking to see if the umpire would have signaled something there, but it's the end of the over. After 8 overs, 92 for 2 after 8 overs, and the Paragon team going strong.
Yeah, but the combined team has pulled things back within the last 2 or 3 overs. At the end of the power play, there was 78. And now, 2 overs later, they just conceded a further 14 runs. Claim a couple of wickets as well.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
So, looking to continue from the southern end is the skipper, Unel Ran. He would have gotten the initial breakthrough, getting rid of the dangerous Vincent, was looking ominous. He's going to be bowling to Equi Craig. Craig on 2. Drives this one out into the covers. A good piece of fielding there by Darrell Douglas. Ryan. Beating him outside the off stump. Of course, Equal Craig would have started well, would have gotten a not out innings. But the beauty of this game is that every innings you start from 0. So he's not going to carry any runs into today's game. He'll have to start over. They're just turning that one out on the leg side to the vacant mid-wicket region. Jogs through for a single.
In that innings, he got his 50 in just 21 balls. But this is a different start from him today.
Yeah, he's only on 3 from 5 deliveries. Ryan has been excellent for his team thus far. He's been hit for a couple of shots, but he got a wicket. And then since that, he's put the brakes on. Play and a miss. So Ryan doing wonderfully well. Hernandez facing up.
He's turning that on the leg side. There's no one there. It will go to the boundary for 4.
That seems to be his favorite shot. He gets a lot of his runs there behind the square region. So Hernandez getting in on the act. He got a bit of a promotion today. And showing that it's a deserved promotion.
Well, he actually didn't play in the first game, so to call it a promotion might be a stretch. And this one gone down to the long on for 1. Hernandez, he moves on to 13. At the end of the over, it's 98 for 2. They are going at 181 runs to win. So they just need 83 runs from 66 deliveries. We have one more over to go before we take the Blue Waters water break. Still to come, Natagnell Chady, Antonio Lochan, Kennard Myson, Franklin Rouse. I'm not sure Franklin Rouse will be coming on so late. I'm guessing he will be next in, as the graphic confirms 83 runs from 66 balls.
A decent crowd is in the Digger Martin Sporting Complex. As Hernandez faces up against Rampasad. Rishi Rampasad with the ball in hand. The slower bowlers have gotten the job done for the combined All-Stars team.
This one is getting an inside edge.
Courage Low does the feeling. He's been unable to get his jig going today. Didn't bother the scorers and yet to have a bowl. But it's Rampasad who's going to continue. This one just guided into the offside. They get a easy single. Pasada looking to come in here.
He drives that over the ball and that will go down to for one, down to long on. He's hitting his pads, he's not happy. So that's the 100 up for Paragon, 100 for 2, halfway through the 10th over. The bowler is not discouraged by that. Ram Logan with the field.
And he's bowled him. So Rampasada gets the wicket of Hernandez. I think it crashed in off the inside edge. So they lose their third wicket, Paragon.
So with the fall of the wicket, we are going to take the Blue Waters water break, and still no Franklin Rouse, because that's the number 5 batter is coming in.
Well, while they take the Blue Waters drink break, we'll have a drink ourselves. We'll have more after the break.
Somebody pass blue water, somebody bring blue water, somebody get blue water, and we ready now. When you feeling hard, take a blue water spray. Take a blue water spray. In your school or home, take a blue water spray. When the bus run out, take a blue water spray. Party pussy water, working pussy water. School children they water, blue water spray. Fitness pussy water, the office pussy water.
Here at GMMB, love is the currency. And let's show you how we are able to transfer that energy into real conversations. Manners and respect.
Respect, my brother.
Respect, man. Speaking about respect, Adrian, I mean, how important is it to the whole banking experience?
So us at GMMB, as you know, we push a vision of love within our mission. And the purpose of that vision of love as it pertains to respect is us empathizing with our clients, being able to acknowledge their current position so that we could tailor a solution for them. Because everyone's position is not the same. So our vision of love allows us to connect with our customers and our clients respectively and provide them that unique service.
Truth be told, it's GMMB. Banking for real, with real people. Manners and respect.
Always, my brother.
Every time.
JMMB.
It's banking for real.
Do whatever the crunch you want. Delicious nuggets made from 100% chicken breast. Try it in our crispy hot and spicy recipe or in the Colonel's original recipe. Mix and match. The new hot and spicy nuggets. Spiciness you love to crunch. It's finger licking good.
Well, Rampasad looking to continue here after the Blue Waters drinks break. He's going to be bowling to the new batter, Laurent. So Rampasat comes in. And Laurent just puts it out into the outside and they run through for a single. He's off the mark. So Rampasat looks to continue here. Going to be bowling to Ikwe Craig. Craig just pushes it out into the outside. And they go through for one. So at the end of 10 overs, the Paragon Sports Club looking to get to 181 for victory. They're 101 for 3. So there we have the partnerships. Good one at the top there between Halls and Vincent. 74 from 29. Nothing of note really after that. There we have the bowling figures. But it's going to be the skipper, Ryan, to continue. It's driven upon the offside. They go through for a single. As Ryan is going to be bowling to Ikwe Craig. Short it banged into the covers. Belcon comes off the boundary. Good return, right over the top of the bails. So Laurent facing. Bangs this one past the man at cover and the man at mid off for 4. It was short.
And that one moves quickly along the carpet for 4. Beautiful shot.
Short, it was wide, it was asking to be hit, given the full treatment.
Was in the air for a while, and then it rolled into the boundary for 4. So Uden Ryan getting some rough treatment here. Plays that on the offside, they will get 1. Third man comes into the circle.
In the air.
One bounce to the fielder. The combined all-star is just happy to take their time. Paragon, sorry, but combine are happy just to consider ones, but they would want a wicket, another wicket, but they are happy just to give up the ones. 9 runs in this over. As we come to an end, it's 110 for 3. So the run rate is just 10 runs on per over.
It's dropped a bit, slowing slightly. So 70 from 54. So Rampasad, he's gotten 2 wickets for 16. Excellent bowling figures. So Logan there, at one point he was very interested. Richie Rampasad continuing to Laurent. And claims another wicket. Laurent bowl. Well, it'll be interesting to see how Rose go about this one. Would he come and try to go from ball 1? He's got 7.4 overs to get the remaining runs. What do you? Well, he's up against inform Rishi Rampasad, who's taking 3 wickets thus far. Rose opened the face, greets him with an aggressive shot. They come through for a single. So it's going to be Craig to continue. He's facing up to Rampasad.
Comes forward, shows the bowler some respect, showing the face of the bat. As if they're showing the maker, the bat maker.
It's up in the air and out of here. A massive KFC maximum. Big smile on the face of Richie Rampasad. Let's see how he's going to try to close off here on Craig. Cut this one away. Sweeper out there just comes around, collects and gets it in quickly. They're going at 10 runs over, so if they keep that up, it's going to be over in the 18th over. There we see the scorecard for the Paragon Sports Club.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
Welcome back. It's after 12 overs. Paragon looking for their second win of the tournament. They are 120 for 4, exactly 10 runs per over. And this is the equation, 61 runs to win from 48 balls. Remember, they are going at 181 runs. That's the target, because earlier combined scored 180. So that's the situation right now at the Digger Martin Regional Sports and Regional Complex. 120 for 4. The Rampasad 3 for 25. A beautiful spell from him. As we have seen, the two batters who batted superbly in the win against EYM, they're just doing some repairs and some adjusting to their cricket equipment while the umpire waits patiently. So Craig and Rouse, Franklin Rouse, will be facing. And there's, I'm not sure who is the new bowler who will be bowling from the southern end. There's 120 for 4. Franklin Rouse just it will in fact be Craig. It will in fact be Ikwe Craig to face Campbell, Ray Campbell, who is going to bowl his first delivery. He will be bowling from the southern end, or the Digger Martin Main Road end. Craig is now ready to face Campbell. And this one is flicked in the air, and he's caught. No, he's dropped, in fact. My. You were given a gift wrap under the Christmas tree, and he put it down, Ramguli.
Ramguli putting down that opportunity. Can't afford to put on these opportunities here.
And this could have been a very important wicket. This would have been a very important wicket that they put down, and this could actually cost them the game. And Rouse flicks that down the leg side. They will get 1, they will get 2, they will get 4. So Rouse. And the umpire does not signal leg by, so that's 4 runs coming from Rouse. So Rouse moves on to 5.
It definitely came off the bat. Flicked around for 4.
So after a catch was dropped off the bowler, Ray Campbell's bowling, the very next ball, Rouse flicks him for 4. This one going down the leg side. This one will be called wide. Good wicket keeping in the end by Frank Simmons. But of course, he will have to bowl that over, Ray Campbell. This is a slower ball outside you of stump. Rouse didn't pick it up. Played and miss. It was a good slower ball. I haven't seen much slower balls. I haven't seen much of a change in or a variation in bowling, change of pace. But this one was a good one from Campbell. This one is wide. Yeah, unfortunate. It was a good effort from the bowler, a good idea. But the reader was just off, just a little. And that's the second wide he's bowling the over. 127 for 7. Halfway through the 13th over, 12.3 gone. And he's cutting that. They will get 1 because it stopped inside of the circle. They move on to 128 with 2 deliveries to go in the 13th over. 8 runs off this over already. This one is pushed on the onside. They will get 1. They will think about a second, but they wouldn't take it. They were really thinking about it. They set off and then changed their minds. Plucky helping him, drying and rubbing the ball vigorously. Combined All Stars would need to take a wicket. They had the opportunity in this over. This one is on drives. They will get 1. That's the end of the over. And he will maintain the strike. And he will face 10 runs off the over. It's 130 for 4. So they are maintaining 10 runs per over. So they are maintaining 10 runs per over. And if they continue like this, they will win in the 19th over. So Rishi Ramguli will attempt to avenge or make up for the mistake that he would have made in the previous over. He dropped what I would like to describe as an easy catch, and that would have dismissed Ikwe Craig. We know how important that was. We have Craig and Rouse at the wicket, and we needed Paragon. We'll definitely be counting on these two, and combined would have needed to dismiss at least one of them. So he will be bowling to Franklin Rouse. He's on 5. No, he faced 5 deliveries. He's on 7. Craig is on 16 from 15 balls. Here's Ram Goli to his first ball and just flicking for one. Aye, and they will test the hand and they'll come back for two. So Rouse and Craig took one for the throw and they were successful. It was a bit close in the end, a bit of excitement, but they complete two. They hesitated. Look at the replay. One, they hesitated a bit. Then the return came in, they reached in time, he was well inside. And he's flicking this one nicely. It will go to the boundary for four. So Franklin Rouse is in the house. He hits four, beautifully flicked. And they move to 136 for four. So Franklin Rouse has decided to play some shots. Continuing where he left off, 69 not out in the win against EYM. Craig 79 not out. Beautifully struck. So Paragon placing fourth in the league, and you can see why. He pushes out for one. And they would think about the second one, but they wouldn't test his hand this time. Because Ikwick Craig will face 7. Oh, my word. Just some confusion. Is the bowler isn't happy.
Just
unnecessary overthrow.
Just waltzing its way to a Paragon victory here. Seemed like there was going to be some surprises when the fourth wicket went down. This time Rouse just pulls this one into mid-wicket. They run the first one harder.
And he would not try Mario's hand. Mario Belcon getting in there quickly. He has a very strong throw.
Someone is talking about momentum. He's saying it's mass over distance. It's really mass over velocity. And of course, Belcon carrying a bit of mass around these days. But it's not I who's saying that. It's the member in the crowd.
Drives down to long off for one. That's the 10th run in this over. So they are maintaining that. They could afford a dot ball now and maintain that 10 runs per over. So 1-4, 2 singles and 2 twos. That's 10 runs. I love to see this batting. He's pushing forward for one. So Rouse, he moves on to 17. He meets Craig, who is also on 17. He faced 10 deliveries for his 17, while Craig faced 16. And that's the end of the 14th over, 141 for 4.
Since they were on sale, Laura bought these umbrella shoes without thinking. Literally, without thinking. Hungry for deals? You'd better come and satisfy it at KFC before doing something crazy. 7 pieces of delicious chicken with a bucket of fries. The KFC Wow Bucket for $119.95.
It's gone. Well, to the strongs of Destra and Marshall Montano. The Paragon team have fashioned a response as they try to get past the combined All-Stars.
So it's Campbell. He's flicking that one, and they will get one, and they will get four. So Franklin Rouse, he's flicking his way to 21.
So intelligent batting here by Rouse.
So Rouse currently doesn't have an average, scored 69 not out in the first game, and he's here 21 not out. Even if he is to be dismissed now, his average will be 45.
Has flicked off the legs. Forget it. As we Campbell.
Yes, so just some correction. I don't know where my maths was. If he's to be dismissed now, his average will be 90 because he wasn't dismissed in the first innings.
They come back for a second. Easily.
So what I will do, Gordon, I will leave all the calculations to you.
No, but I allow you. We all allowed to make a mistake.
No, that's an elementary mistake. I will pinch myself for that mistake. My maths teacher wouldn't be happy to hear me talk about that.
Craig playing this one up on the onside, the offside. They walked for a single.
And already 8 runs in this over. Or 4 balls. So I like how they have been approaching the last 3 or 4 overs or so. You're hitting a 4, getting a 4 out of the way, and you're running 2s and 1s, and you're getting 10 runs per over effortlessly. Effortlessly are getting this. Driving this one through to extra cover, through to the cover boundary where Mario Belcon, and they move on to 150. That's the 50, the 150 up. And 9 runs in this over so far with 1 more ball to go. And Gordon, this is the kind of batting you hear me talking about. I would like to see in the West Indies team. He's getting 1 more here. They have been doing this for the past 3 or 4 overs. They are maintaining 10 runs per over. And for the last couple overs, you are just seeing a 4, 2 singles, and 2 twos, and that is 10 runs already. So they are not taking risks, but they are maintaining 10 runs per over. And this is the kind of batting that we are calling for from the West Indies senior team.
We leave that alone.
This is the batting I always talk about. This is the batting I always praise. But when you look, this is what they need, 30 from 30. And when you look at players like Virat Kohli, he's regarded as one of the best or the best batsmen in the world at present. When you look at his stats, he is averaging less than 2 sixes per T20 innings. So he's not a big 6 hitter. but he is still one of the best T20 batters in the world. That says a lot, Gordon.
Yes, it's an interesting conversation, and it shows that there's more than one way to skin a cat or to pelt a cat, so that you can get your 10 runs and over without having to 6 hit. As Ikwe Craig plays this one down the ground, they jog through for another single. Remember, you're watching the Northzone T20 Festival 2024, the third edition of that. The action continues tomorrow. That's on Monday, the 22nd of July. Pole 9 up against the North Stars, the Northside Future Stars. Very exciting game that promises to be. It's a full toss. It's up in the air. And it's out of here. KFC Maximum. As Franklin Rouse continues to show his class.
So he can switch it, he can hit the fours, he can run the ones and twos, and he can also blast the sixes. Now that is a no ball because we are seeing the signal for the free hit.
Let's look at the height here. Oh.
Yes, off of height. That's a beamer, as they say, a high full toss. Look where that, straight back to his teammates in the dugout.
The applaud as Rishi Ramguli brings out the rag, the ball just slipping out of his grasp. So the equation changing drastically. It's peeled away. And that's gone, I think, for 6 as well. Or is it 4?
We'll have to see the umpires. It goes for 4. The umpire is signaling 4. So Franklin Rouse has switched on here.
It was a free hit. And it just lashed away for 4. So back-to-back boundaries here.
Paragon, they are heading to their second consecutive win. Combine needs a wicket to 2.
And there's a wide.
"12 runs off the over already, and only 2 legitimate balls." Franklin Rouse, 33 from 15. Beautifully driven.
They run 2.
Make it 35 from 16. Franklin Rouse, 35 from 16.
It's been a very good performance by the Paragon team. And although it'll be the second team to get to 2 wins from 2, they've definitely put their heads in front in terms of their form.
Drives this one to long off for 1.
They'll join Savannah Boys as the 2 unbeaten teams.
Savannah Boys doing quite well. And they love this T20 tournament. You can't just single out one team and say, hey, this team is going all the way to the final. This team will win.
14 runs, 26 balls. Kreger. The report of that shot was really explosive, but he only gets 1.
So they require now 13 from 25.
The body language of the combined All-Stars team, not good.
Looks like they're just waiting to get this over with. Just waiting for the game to finish.
Cut away.
Beautiful shot. And they will come back for 2.
besides their power hitting, their running between the wicket have been exemplary.
Excellent.
Sancho there with the throw.
17 runs came off of that over. So Franklin Rouse and Ikwe Craig doing quite well. Rouse is on 38 from 18. He had overtaken Craig, who is on 23.
Subway Series presents the Italianos, 3 new subs made with an Italian flair. Say ciao to the zesty hotshot Italiano, the tastier than ever ultimate BMT, or go all in with the boss. Each served with a free 16-ounce drink. Elevate your game at Subway.
Well, welcome back as we swing into the home straight. This partnership of 58 from 29 between Ikwe Craig and Franklin Rouse has really spanned the game around just when the combined All-Stars team seemed to be getting back into it this innings, following up on their first game where they batted through. Both batters here crying their hands. Just 11 runs needed.
$170 for 4 from 16 deliveries, from 16 overs, sorry, and they require just the 11 runs to win from 4 overs. That's 11 runs to win from 24 balls. That can also be translated into 2.75 runs per over, and we are now going to see for the first time Anthony Critchlow into the attack. So he has been held back. He took a couple wickets in the first game that they would have played. But we are seeing Critchlow for the first time. Hopefully, Gordon, we can see the Critchlow jiggle.
I don't think we will be. Comes in. Just flicked to the square leg region. They jog through for a single. So just 10 runs needed. I think it's too little, too late.
But a wicket could always change things. A wicket or two. But they had a chance to separate these batsmen when Craig was dropped down to the boundary.
Wide delivery, and they run one, so that's 2 wides.
8 runs to win. So Paragon storming to yet another win here in the Northzone T20 Festival.
Yeah, another commanding performance by them.
They have been the most impressive team so far. Savannah Boyens has been superb as well.
Yeah, but they haven't come out of their first gear just yet.
Another wide, and they run. So that's 2 more.
No, just 6 left. 6 more runs left to get.
And you know that's, once Rouse is concerned, that's just 1 hit away.
Yeah, it's 1 hit away. Definitely. Critchlow. Just not getting his reader right. So why we talk about Paragon getting to their second victory? The combined All-Stars, they crashed their second defeat as well.
So did Queen's Park today.
Oh, and he's bowling.
So we get to see the jiggle. We get to see the jiggle.
So he...
Critchlow, I told you we can get to see the jiggle. He's coming this way to the camera. He's coming this way to the camera. Get the jiggle there. Critchlow gets the wicket, and he gets the danger man. He gets Rouse.
What a send-off. Look at the celebration. He says he has something in his back for him. He runs all the way across And then look at the wine out of here. What a send-off. So Rouse goes for a well-played innings. And looking to come in and just finish things off here is the number 12. That's the keeper, Antonio Luchan. So with just 6 runs needed here, Luchan comes to the wicket.
And just like that, it's 175 for 5. Now, if the catch of Craig's bat was taken, this game could have taken a different complexion.
If, small word, big, big meaning.
Yep. And that was an easy catch. Looking back at that catch was an easy catch. Very disappointed that they couldn't hold on to that catch. Oh, well stopped there by Critchlow.
So it's meandering here, but Critchlow ensuring that he doesn't go down without a fight. To announce on the offside. Oh, good feeling there.
Yeah, some good bit of cricket. Good bit of cricket.
Ram Logan. So although he was not so good with the ball, he's showing that he's still invested in the game. So now just 5 runs needed. Critchlow with 2 more deliveries. Can he get the wicket of Craig now as well?
That will be something.
Craig just pushes it out on the offside. They go for the quick single, gets it easily in the end. So good cricket. Craig not looking to sell his wicket here. He just pushes it. He would have seen that send-off from the non-striker's end.
And he doesn't want that. He doesn't want that send-off.
Yeah, I would not want that send-off as well.
We like to watch it from this position, but not when we are the one being sent off.
So
we are the ones being.
With just 1 ball left in his over. His first over. First time we've seen him for the night.
Flicked away. They will get 1, they will get 2, they will get 3, and they will get 4.
And that's the game. Game, set, and match. As Paragon gets to the victory in the 70th over. They scored 181 for 5. They just clipped off the legs. And the players exchanged pleasantries. Some of them with their head down. The combined all-star team. They would be proud, I think, of this performance, though. They've gotten to 180. This is a pretty decent total. It just wasn't enough for this big hitting team that is Paragon. So as they exchange pleasantries, Ian Wason, and we wait for them to key up the highlights. Interesting game.
Yeah, very interesting game. Paragon winning by 5 wickets in the end. It was a bit easier, but had that catch from Craig been taken, that could have been really different. Now let's look at some of the highlights of this innings here. Now the opening pair.
Vincent and Halls that started like a house on fire.
And this could have been a catch too. Unil Ryan, he came in, got a couple of wickets and changed things. And
Rampasad
getting...
He got 3 wickets. But Craig
This was another beauty. This was a beauty. And this is the jiggle. This is the jiggle we were waiting on. Paragon Sports winning their second match easily. 2 from 2. They win by 5 wickets.
Well, from all of us here, I want to wish you good night. And remember to join us tomorrow from just about 6:30 p.m. as we bring to you another exciting game in the Northzone T20 Festival. So from all of us, good night and good luck.